Hey guys, what's up? It's Danny here, and welcome to kind of the start of a new series here. If you guys enjoyed this episode, I'll keep this going. This is going to be kind of a Let's Build series, kinda. It's going to be more like tutorials instead of an actual Let's Build. So this series, basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to build the kind of houses that I can build, and if I learn how to build a new house, I'll show you how to do that too. So basically, the house I always build is like kind of like a triangle type house. Like, it has a square bottom, but the roof comes up to a point, so it's kind of like that. That's the one we're going to be building today, which you can use whatever kind of logs you want, or you don't even need to use logs. You can use stone or whatever. I just like to use logs for the frame, because I just think it looks more survival-y, kind of, if that's the word. This can be like a nice simple survival starter house, and you don't have to use all these different kinds of wood. You could use spruce, and if you're in a snow biome, use spruce logs and spruce wood planks for the floor and stuff, and cobblestone. Ooh. Like I said, this house has a lot of variation, so you can pretty much change any of these these blocks to any block you want, even sandstone, stone bricks, whatever you want. But for the purpose of this one, this is going to be more like a starting house, so that let's say you just barely started this world and you need a house to put up quickly. This would be a house you would probably do. So it starts with, you do this and you map out the doorway. I always map out the doorway first whenever I build any house, and kind of like bring it up 3, or you don't even do that yet. You do that eventually, but first you map out the frame. So 2 block space between the 2 door ones, 2 block like that. Those are going to be for windows, and then from the 2 blocks here, from this block, from the 2 block space, this one, you're going to have a 3 block space, and this one another 3 block space. So 6 spaces like that. And the same with this, except for this one, it's kind of easy. You just put that in the center like that, and it should be 3 spaces. Same with this one, just line it up like that, and line it up like that, and you now have something that looks kind of like this. Now what you do here, oh, and sorry if you hear some background noise, my neighbors are doing yard work, and they just decided to start while I started recording, so boo. And you bring up the frame pieces by 3. So 1, 2, 3. And then, well, you don't click them yet. You just do that with all of them by 3. Up 3 like that on all the blocks, so it just looks like pillars. And then what you do is, wait, is this? Oh no, I messed up. No. Hold on, I misplaced that block. Whoopsie daisy. There we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And if you if you mess up the spacing on these, the roof, when it comes to build the roof, it's gonna look kind of uneven and lopsided, so be aware of the spaces and count them out, because if I had kept building this without the weird space there would have been something wrong. Definitely wrong. So all 3, yep, and then you just connect the frames up like this, and then usually what I do with this one is that I place a block like that, and then I place one down, I jump up, and I place that one back there, so it kind of makes it like just both down-facing logs like this. You just keep connecting them, and then you come up with this type of frame-looking thing. Now what you do here is you get cobblestone or pretty much whatever you want. You can use smooth sandstone, stone bricks, whichever you want to make the walls out of. I'm just gonna use cobblestone just for the point, so that it looks more like it was done in survival mode. But you can actually make these houses look really, really nice. If you use some stone brick and stuff, it'll look really good with this kind of house. So what I do for the windows is I keep these 4 little empty panels, or these 4 empty holes here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I keep those empty with just the cobblestone in the bottom of it. And I do this, and I just fill in the rest of the back walls like this. Just like this. These will be the back of the house. And then for the front here, you can use glass panes or glass. I usually always use glass, just because I think glass looks nicer. It looks like it fills it up more instead of like, where's glass panes? Glass panes. This looks more like, well, it doesn't look that bad, but I'm just more used to actually placing glass and using it. Plus, you can actually place signs on glass, whereas you can't. I don't think you can place signs on paint. Can you? Oh, you can, but it just looks weird because it like floats off. But on glass, it doesn't. Which you might need to put chests here, because in the end of this video, when this is all built, I'll show you how to. I'll show you how I furnish the house, just so you guys can have a nice feel on how to furnish it if you want to furnish it the way I do. And then usually what I do after this is that I empty out the floor, whereas I just take out the entire. I just take out all the grass out of the interior of the house, and I usually like to use birchwood planks for all my floors, just because it gives off a nice bright feeling of just brightness, and in the house it just makes everything look much more brighter than with spruce wood. See, just makes everything look just like bright. And now what I do after done with the floor is that I will do the roof. The roof I usually do out of the same material I use the walls. It's usually done at the same materials I use for the walls. So like if I use cobblestone for it, it's gonna be a cobblestone roof. If I used stone brick roof. Of course you can change the materials, but that's usually just what I do. And I use blocks for the roof. You can use stairs, but it makes a weird space. Like it makes it look weird in spacing on the top. But you can also put staircases after you place this. Like you can do this and place a staircase like this on them, like this, if you want. Not upside down, but you can do that after you're done with the house. You can place them like that. You can do that if you want. You can do that, but I usually don't do that. I just do the basic, just the block roof, like this. And you gotta make sure that you go up one block, and it has to come out of the frame by one block, like such. And I just keep stacking them up like that and doing this. This takes a little bit of time in survival, so if you're gonna build a house like this, I would get started immediately when you once you spawn. I would start this immediately. Maybe go mining for for a couple of minutes, maybe not too long though, because maybe to get some iron tools. So try to find some quick iron and chop down all the trees and smelt some sand. Or you don't need to put the windows in day one, of course, but you can fill them in with like dirt until you can get the sand to be able to smelt it and turn it into glass. Which is usually what I do when I build this house in survival mode, is that I just fill up the windows with dirt until I can get to sand. Unless I get sand in the first day, then I do that. Which I usually don't have time to get to the windows once I build everything else. So yeah, that's what I do. I just fill it in with dirt or cobblestone, and then when day comes after night, I just make the glass and place the dirt. And the cool thing is about this house is that it takes exactly 20 sand blocks to make all the glass, and I think this is still glass paint. Yeah, that it only takes exactly 20 pieces of glass to make all these windows. So like this is 6, so that's 6 plus 6 is 12. 4 plus 4 is 8. 8 plus 12 is 20. So yeah, it's only gonna take exactly 20 blocks of sand to do it. So it's not that long. It's not that much sand. And now you should have something that looks like this. I'll back away for a minute, put it in F1 for you guys to see. You should have something that looks kind of similar to this, with the peaked roof, interior, and the sides. Should have something that looks something similar to this. And now for the inside like this, I usually like to use a different contrasting block that's like different than the block I used for the actual roof. So I usually kind of just pick a random block and do it. What should we use today? Let's use stone, just normal old stone. Of course you can just put cobblestone again, but just for the looks I'm just gonna put some actual smooth stone here and see how that looks. Yeah, it looks good. And also what you can do, if you want, you can do this. You can kind of just do something like that, and you can put like a half block there, I guess. You can do this, and then that, and that. And that kind of gives it like, it kind of makes it look like it's kind of like a layered type look, which I think is really nice. I think. Let me try it. Let me see. Let me back away and look at it. Hold on. Yeah, there you go. Looks kind of good. No, I don't like it much. This is just backed up. I didn't like it much. Let's take it out. There we go. It's all of it. Okay. So something that looks similar to this, and then we go back and do this side, like such. And let me change the time back. Time set fit. Nope, not that's nighttime. 0. There we go, daytime. And now we just fill in this. It's gonna get really dark in here for a second. And well, not that dark because the windows. And now I can empty out all that and go into decorative and start actually furnishing the home. So usually these houses usually have only room for like one bed. Like if you want it to be symmetrical, you have one bed in the middle, or you can have 2 beds on the side, or like this. If you're sharing it like that, you can do that. But since in a survival mode, it's usually just by yourself unless you're playing multiplayer. I usually just put one singular bed there, because then I could have a chest there, and you put a furnace and a crafting bench. I dropped a furnace, crafting bench and a furnace there, and then you have room for another chest there and there. You can have chests everywhere pretty much. Oh, and I forgot to put the door. You put a door here. And then torches, I usually put torches on the pillars themselves, and like that on the door. It just makes it look a little bit nicer. And then here I usually put one, like I usually put them there like that to light up the roof, just in case anything decides to spawn there. And for the exterior, I usually just put one in the center here and one in the corner, like so. And then I do this. Basically just torch up the place, so that no mobs spawn around your home, or at least near your home, or too close to your home anyway. Just so that you can step out your door without getting creeped on, which sucks. Trust me, I hate it. Wait. Oh, that doesn't go there. These do not go. And let's step back inside. And you can also, and as you see, you have plenty of room here to add more things that you can decorate it with. You can add a music jukebox. And where's there another jukebox, or is that under? Yeah, the note block. You can add a jukebox there and a note block there or something. Just whatever you want to add. It's all up to you. And you can also make like kind of like a basement type, or like a basement. You could put a ladder there, like dig down, make a basement, put a trapdoor, and put a ladder and everything, such and such. You can do all those things just in this little simple home. And if you're wondering how I made it this deep in Super Flatland, is you make it so you go to Super. I'll have a little screen on the top right showing you how to do it, but I'll explain it here. You basically go to create a world. You change like the type of world you want, like super flat, normal, large biomes. You check super flat, and you click customize underneath it, and you click tunnelers. You click presets, then tunneler's dream. That will automatically make it so that there is a lot of dirt and a lot of stone way before you hit cobblestone, or before you hit bedrock, which is really cool. I'm glad they added that. And for the outside fence, just so that zombies cannot break down the door, this is a little something that I always do in all of my houses, regardless of what it is. I always put some fences in front, a fence gate, and a pressure plate in the middle like that, so that a zombie cannot reach in here to be able to hit your door, like I just did. But the zombie won't be able to hit it and make that loud banging noise that they always do. That's annoying. They can't hit it from the side or anything. The only way that, and you're the only one who can get in the house, so that zombies can't just walk on in with the pressure plate there. You just open that up like that, and then the pressure plate, when it comes back out, it closes the fence gate for you and the door. So it's kind of awesome. You just do that, get back in, it closes it for you. It's just really cool. I love doing that. And yeah, you have room for like a little table if you want it. You do like a little, hold on. You can do like a little, one of these looking things. Bloop, bloop. You can have a little table here if you want. But for purposes, no table in this one. This is survival. We usually don't use tables in survival. So yeah, that's pretty much it, you guys. You can even add carpet if you want. If you want to add some carpet to this place, you can carpet it up. But yeah, if you guys like this new series, if you want me to keep it going, comment below saying you do, or like the video so I know that you enjoy this series. And if you want me to do more house tutorials, like this is just like a simple survival world house. So it just looks kind of like this. Looks kind of good. It looks good. Looks good for a survival house. Has some character. I like it. This is like one of the first houses I learned how to build that wasn't a perfect square with a flat roof. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like if you did, subscribe if you want to, and if you guys want me to continue the series, tell me in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace out, guys.